Chicago got stories that never got told right, streets that never got healed right, legends that ain't get their flowers in time. And when you talk 600, when you talk Front Street, when you talk about them youngers that walk with lions' hearts, you gotta talk about Marcus London. You gotta talk about Baldy, the first 600 soldier to fall, spark in the dark before the block turned into a full-blown wildfire. This ain't just a story about death. This is a story about presence. A story about a young man whose aura touched everybody around him, even long after the bullets stopped echoing down prairie. And today, we locked in with the life, the love, and the loss of Marcus Baldy London. Baldy comes from that cream building. Anybody from the low end know what that means. Them brick walls was like a whole culture by itself, a little universe tucked on Indiana. That building raised hustlers, it raised comedians, it raised fighters, but only every once in a while, it raised somebody everybody genuinely rock with, and that somebody was Baldy. He wasn't no loudmouth. He wasn't trying to outshine nobody. He was one of them real ones, cool demeanor, grown man mentality, even when he was still a shorty. You know how most dudes grow into maturity. Baldy came out the gate with it. His homie said he used to tell them, folks, y'all gotta chill. The whole world watch, even when you think they ain't. And that was before the internet clout chasing even became a thing. Back in the day, before the drill wave, before everybody was told something with a switch, Baldy was from that last era where you really had to fight for your name. No guns, no sneak diss, just straight knuckle. And Baldy, boy, he loved to scrap. He ain't back down from nothing breathing. There wasn't no rah-rah tough guy energy. It was just who he was. A younger built like the older cousins everybody respected. To understand Baldy, you gotta understand 600 before 600 became a global brand. Before Lil Durk, before S-Dot, before the movement became a music empire. 600 was a tight-knit family. Front Street wasn't a block. It was a heartbeat, a way of walking, a way of surviving, a way of loving your people, even in the middle of chaos. Baldy was at the core of all that. He wasn't no internet dude. He wasn't hopping online doing diss videos. He stayed off the cameras, off the drama, but everybody respected his hand, respected his mind. Back then, 600 had Dipset influence heavy. A lot of Chicago sets did too, but Baldy, he was really locked in with that move. Bandanas, swag, the whole vibe. He walked with a Harlem bob, but with that Southside bite. His homie said that when Baldy walked up, you felt like somebody just cut the lights on in the room. Pure presence, pure charisma, pure big brother aura. Loved by the youngers, respected by the old heads, valued by the streets. 2011, one of the deadliest summers Chicago's ever seen. The city was hot like a stove left on. Set sliding back and forth like it was a twisted chess game. Old alliances dying, new wars popping up like brush fire. 600, they was right in the middle. Tension between STL, MOB, Front Street, the whole area. It was boiling. Blocks that once coexisted was now battlegrounds. Territories became lines you crossed at your own risk. In Villain City, the GD pocket right off 60th and Prairie was one of them areas you had to keep your head on the swivel. One reason was because the BDs had integrated with the GDs over there. Even Baldy could feel it. Everybody could. But the streets don't stop just because the danger get louder. July 17th, 2011, a date that's burned into the heart of 600 history. A day that changed the whole Southside storyline. Baldy and the guys was outside on 60th and Prairie, just cool. Typical Chicago summer night energy. Dudes laughing, folks cracking jokes, whole lot of vibe going on. SKD members was supposed to be on the lookout, keeping eyes on the block, making sure no funny business was creeping through. But the streets ain't perfect, security ain't perfect, enemies don't send warnings. Allegedly, hitters from MOB and STL slid through. They ain't pull up slow, they ain't ask no questions. They came with one intention, and they executed it cold. A shot cracked into the night open. One clean hit, straight to the back of Baldy's head. He ain't even see it coming. A silent kill in a loud city. Chaos broke out instantly. People running, people yelling, shots flying, bodies dropping. Allegedly, Puka 600 got hit but survived. And in the madness, a Front Street member accidentally shot himself in both feet. It was a storm, a real life nightmare. One that happened so fast you could blink and miss the whole tragedy. They say the one who pulled the trigger was MOB Damo, allegedly. Chicago don't always give closure, but the streets talk, and that's the name that been whispered since that night. When Baldy died, it wasn't just a body hitting the pavement, it was a shift in culture, cracking the foundation. He was the first member of 600 to get killed. That type of first, that type of pain, it hit different, it echoed different, it break families. It builds demons. From July 2011 to February 2012, 600 went through hell. 4 deaths, back to back, back to back. Baldy, July 7, 2011. D-Thing, September 13, 2011. Lil Steve, September 19, 2011. Shaq, February 2nd, 2012. It felt like the block was bleeding non-stop. Like every time folks started healing, another siren cut the stitches open. Baldy's passing was the first crack, the beginning of a storm that damn near washed the whole hood away. Ask anybody who knew Baldy, they'll tell you the same thing. He was solid, he was grown as hell for his age. He wasn't goofy, he wasn't clout chasing, he was respected. In a world full of noise, he was calm. In a world full of fakes, he was real. In a world full of death, he was life. He showed love, real love, block love, brotherly love. And that's why today, even 14 years later, his name's still ringing heavy through 600, Front Street, and the low end. Cause legends don't fade, they echo. Baldy's story teach you something the streets never say out loud. It ain't always the loudest one people love. Sometimes it's the quiet soldier, calm heartbeat, the one who ain't asked for fame, but left a legacy anyway. They teach you that in Chicago, life can turn on a dime. 1 minute you laughing with your homies, next minute you becoming a mirror. But they also teach you this: your character outlives your years. Your love echoes after your breath stops. Your presence can still warm people long after the coldest night. So if you listening to this, if you outside, if you still fighting them demons Baldy never got to outrun, remember his story. Remember how fast it can all change. Remember that the streets don't love nobody, but your people do. And when your movie ends, make sure they got something good to say about the scenes you left behind. Rest in peace to Marcus Baldy London, the first soldier of 600 gone, stamped in Chicago history forever.